Yeah, man, want to big up Unseen Sports TV now. Keep watching them, keep supporting them.
Unseen Sports TV, a station to be watched, a station to enjoy, a station in football and more football out Jamaica.
Big up, Uncle Paul. Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV. My name is Coach Parchment. I am here again with another one, people. When you come onto the live, please like, subscribe, and share to Unseen Sports TV. Remember, violence is not the way out. If you're an influencer, please talk to your friend and tell them that you can reason it out. You don't have to fight it out. You understand me? Yeah, man, go live good. Love is the order of the day. Alright, let's get straight into it, people. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to the content when you come on the live. And we are here to discuss Reggae Boys. The Reggae Boys versus the Soca Warriors, Trinidad and Tobago. People, Caribbean El Classico. Remember to use the comment section. Comment section is for you to interact with Mr. Parchment. Yes, people. So we'll get straight now. Caribbean El Classico. Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago. People, other people may say that Jamaica will win this game easily. What says you? The last time we played Jamaica out here wasn't the best team put together by the Jamaican coaching staff, but was the best available, and we could not pull off a victory in 2 games. We could not pull off a victory in 2 games. You understand me? Mark you, we did not have this front three of players playing. You understand me? We never have the front three of these players playing in that friendly game. But at the end of the day, the confidence that the Trinidad and Tobago have, when playing Jamaica, it's high based on the result that they got from us playing in Jamaica against Jamaica. You understand me? Based on where they are coming from. And furthermore, they have 3 points in the bag. So, people, I don't think it's a walkover for Jamaica. We have to go there confident, not overconfident that we will win this game easily and we will tear this team apart by 7 or 8 goals. You understand me? We need to go there confident in doing the right stuff on the field. Not doing stuff on the set up is Trinidad and Tobago so we can get with it. We have to do the right thing out there on the field. If we don't do the right thing out there on the field, we're going in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. People, remember this is a breakfast morning show, You understand me? A long time when I do the breakfast morning show and things, so make sure so we get to know proper breakfast this morning. Right now, see my Chelsea cup. Now my Chelsea cup. Hot chocolate. Yeah, man. People, get on the breakfast. Share the live with friends and family. Let them know that Unseen Sports is here. We're talking about football. You understand me? Remember the comment section is yours, people. So you can drop on the comment and ask any question you want. You understand? The match is 6 o'clock. City Park Stadium, St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Wednesday, the 28th. You understand me? Wednesday, the 28th. So please, if you are in USA, go and support the boys. Support the boys. Support the green, black, and gold of Jamaica. And push them on. You understand me? Yesterday I did a video about, Leon Bailey. A lot of people saying that Leon Bailey should bench and, but I have a different take on it. Because we as the fan, we have a duty. We have a duty to get our athletes, ready to play, such as the coach. Words that we say affect them. No matter what. Even if they're professional or whatever, words always say affect them. You understand me? Because when them are playing a certain white country and them start racist abuse them and say some word, it affect them. You understand me? We on the YouTube space or, on the print media or whatever, words always say affect them. Them read, them go up on Instagram, them use them phone, it affect them. Understand me? So if we can bring up a positive, you know, a positive reasoning to them when they do something wrong, constructive, positive reasoning. Understand me? Nothing wrong with beating an athlete, you know. Yo, you missed the penalty, or you should have do better thing, but we can't live for the negative right through to the next game. We have to say something positive, but you understand what I mean, people? We have to say something positive. It's important that we push the athletes who did not have a wonderful game. You understand me? What I'm trying to say is that we know that Leon Bailey is a top quality player, right? And the best way to get him to perform is to encourage him. Encourage him. And if you ask me, Leon Bailey was the only brave athlete on the field who took that ball and said, hey, I'm going to take it to this US player. And he tried. But, sometimes he tried too hard. But he was brave, if you ask me. He took up that ball and went to kick the penalty. Anybody else to go beside him and tell him, say, hey, I want to kick it. Nobody else went and asked to kick the penalty but Leon Bailey. If Leon Bailey had scored that penalty, we wouldn't be here chastising him and cussing him. We would be happy and praising him and say, hey, Leon Bailey is the biggest thing. You understand me if Leon Bailey scored that penalty? But the nature of the game is like that. We beat players, but sometimes we as fans, we need to beat and build players. That's my take on the Leon Bailey matter. I think everybody understand where I am coming from. You understand where I am going with it. You understand me? Yes. People, comment section there, no man. You not drop no comment a while go on. Just wait. We can't type. People, just give me a second. I'm gonna share the live. Share the live. You understand me? So the people, more people can come on, to Unseen Sports TV. You know the thing already. So yeah, man. So we can get it up, get more people to come on. You understand me, people? Like and share, people. And you know the thing, go. Copy. Getting some more people on the live. My second people. Share it up, people them can come on and enjoy the show and thing and talk about the football. Understand people, yeah man. 5 people on live, people use up the comment section. The comment section is yours. Yeah, we're talking about the El Clasico. The El Clasico. People, I'm telling you. So this match versus Trinidad and Tobago won't be a walkover. Welcome if you're new to Unseen Sports TV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for the content. And remember, this is the breakfast morning show. Please to get your breakfast. Yeah, man. It's good to eat in healthy. Yeah. Just remember. Let's Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago. Head statistics. All right. So we're going to find out people. Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica head statistics. We move on in full support of the team. One Jamaica. Yeah, man. One Ref Morris. Big up yourself. One refer Morris. One refer Morris. Big up yourself, man. We have to move on. If we don't move on, we're in a problem. Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Head to head. Statistics. We have to move on, if we don't move on from, blaming people. Because I have to find out with we as Jamaican. Right? We tend to like blame people. You know, when we lose and you know, we not take the blame collectively. You understand me? And I think the fans them need you know be accountable of some of the things that what them say. You understand me I say? So people may have the head to head with the US with Trinidad and Tobago, you know. So I'm gonna drop it, you know, so they can so I go on. You understand me? So Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago play this 11 matches. You understand me? Trinidad win 3, Jamaica win 3, draw 5, goal score 20 goal. Jamaica scored 10, Trinidad scored 10. You understand me? So, mm, yeah, people. So it's quite even. It's quite even in terms of the statistics between Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. So you have some man, you know, you have someone that jump up and say Jamaica got beat Trinidad wicked. More get 7, the more get 8 and rate and take. But I mean, I ask that, you know. I mean, I say that because one thing, you know, Jamaica team sharp in a certain aspect. You understand me? The game going to be more merchant, a merchant day, be a gold merchant day. The game going to be a gold merchant day. What do you mean by Mark and Williams? You understand gold merchant day, as in who gonna score the goal? What do you mean? Talk to me. Talk to me. Cause we need to understand what you mean. You understand what I say? Yeah. Because I don't believe that we're gonna beat Trinidad by 7 or 8. You understand me? We can get them a 6, yes. Yeah, we can get them a 6. You know, if we do the right thing on the field. But I am saying to you that Trinidad and Tobago are going to set up them team. We're not supposed to happen in a long that talk about me, you know, in the long ball business. The long ball business that kill me people. So this long ball football thing, it'll kill me. You understand me? The long ball football thing when Jamaica play, it'll mash up my head. Can't manage it. You understand me? We feel like we believe that we move away from this long ball football thing. I play the ball of the year every made. We're supposed to can put the ball up on the ground now against Trinidad and move the ball around. I hope the coach will work on that because in figure it out is a problem. A reality unseen attack. Or so I thought you now deal with JA reality ball. A reality unseen attack or so I thought. Hmm. This game will be more physical than the US one. Yeah, the game are gonna be physical. Yeah, because it depends. It depends. Oh, it depends how you get physical. I'm telling you, get physical. If you play the long ball, because Angus Eve, he might predict that Jamaica go play some long ball and try to find Antonio. So he might go try to stop him team for stop Antonio and stop um Demara, Gray and Bailey. But if we go like that into the game, we are predictable. And the man already stopped some of our players them already in the first um in the blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, my bad. Rich Power in the building. Send the link. All right, I'm going to send the link so you can come on. I'm going to send the link. So anybody who want to come on and we can talk in a breakfast, man, you know. Rich Power, where you drink? Where you eat? The long ball come from the center back, them, brother. The long ball come from the center back. That's our biggest problem. The long ball come from the center back. All right, so people, the link in the comment section so you can jump on if you want. Or we can have a conversation. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Welcome to the Breakfast Morning Show. People, if not Chelsea fans, you can link up and we can make sure me couldn't get one of them things. The Jamaica one never build next. So you understand me, people? We get the Jamaica one next. The man custom made cup. Which Paul, me drop the link, so you can come in. Anyway, blessings unseen. Which Paul, so where the long ball come from? Long ball come from the centre back. And I don't know. We have some midfielders who come when they get the ball, they're gonna go back to the centre back. We need a midfielder who can progress the ball going forward. And that's what I'm saying. Jamaica is weak in that department. So hence we have to go long with the ball all the time. Why? I think, you know, if we don't have we should use the wing of them to step into the midfield and progress the ball. Why we don't have tactics like that? Why we have to go long all the while? Marcus Williams them say enough goal if Jamaica, but if Ethan don't play is another game. What? Enough goal if Jamaica, but if Ethan don't play. I think Ethan pin up their World Cup. Remember him about issue with his wife, complication and baby and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, we have to do without him. You understand what I say, people? I think if Ethan Pinnock goes at first game, would have win it easily. Yeah, man, if Ethan Pinnock play the first game, we win that game easily. You understand, people? But the word going out is that Jamaica is going to win this game by 6, 7, and 8. I'm watching these other bloggers and friend co-workers of mine saying these things. Team on paper is not team on it don't equal out to team on the field, You mean in terms of quality, in terms of playing the game. You have to go out there and play the game. When Jamaica drop 7, if Jamaica beat Trinidad 6 love, we win World Cup. Easily. Easily. You understand? Until then, I have to see it first. Unseen sports, I have to see it first. I have confidence that my team are going to win, but nobody knows 7 goal. I know 6 goal. I have confidence that we can win this game. But if Algrims to go out there predictable like the last 2 75 AM last 2 friendlies, Trinidad will get some positive out of the game. Man get some positivity out of the game. We need to put them to bed from early and be clinical in front of goal. That is my take on it. You understand me? That is my take on it. This Caribbean El Classico. Trinidad right now feel strong, and them have them plan. Them go them plan of the game, Football come down to who at this level, who have the best plan. Who have the best plan going forward. You understand me? Who have the best plan going forward? I'll go win the game. And Angus Eve got rid of Carl Grimson in 2 friendly games. What's your thought on that, people? What do you think? Although we can't use the friendly game, because that gone to the gate now. It's a better players coming to the Jamaica team. And better players coming to the Jamaica team. We have an attacking front three who, one of the best in CONCACAF right now. If the click side really in danger. But Trinidad and Tobago confident level is high right now. 3 points, 3 goals. Angus Eve versus Al Grimson. Bonus people. I'll go see if I'll get it right against Jamaica. Jamaica got beat Trinidad and Tobago badly by 7 or 6 goals. Eh? What do you think? Give me a second, the people in here while going. Hello? Hello? Yo. I look up on YouTube and done and copy it. Yeah, and just copy one of the video them. Anyone in the video them just copy the URL of one of the video them. I'm just saying to people. Something easy and something. Cool. People, the press conference today is at 3 p.m. Yeah, the press conference today is at 3. So stay tuned for the press conference to hear what Al Grimson have to say about the game versus Trinidad and Tobago. Want to know if he's confident going into that game. So Unseen Sports will also be in that press conference as well, listening. Maybe we may not get no chance to ask a question, but I will be there listening, so I can come back and give you guys my point of view on what is going on tomorrow. Yeah, so we could go into the next comment. So one ref Murray said we have to reason realistically. We have the talent to take this one. Focus is the order of the day. Right. Focus is the order of the day. We have the quality. But we need to lay it out on the field. If we not lay it on the field, one ref Morris, if we not lay it out on the field, it don't make no sense. People may drop the calling number so we can call in to 341 426. We can call in and we can have a discussion. You understand me? So the calling number is there. You guys can click that calling number and call me on WhatsApp and we can have a discussion. You understand me? But anyway, people. When I Rich Paul ask the link and all, no, me can't Rich Paul come on. Rich Paul look like him still about him breakfast. Anyway, a good thing that Rich Paul, make sure you get a coffee. A cappuccino. Anyway. Yeah, man. So, people, realistically reasoning, the last time, the Trinidad and Tobago people might tune into the Jamaican them, and listen what we are talking and say, oh, Trinidad dead. 6 and 7. About 8 and Ray and Tayan. But we're going to beat them and Ray. And one love we get. And the skin. One love and draw the next one. Nothing going forward. Nothing. You understand what I mean? And Al Grimson was at the helm. Al Grimson was the coach. But no, he have better players, right? Because he make sure they go get players. He make sure they go get him players them, right? And put them together now, So we're supposed to be a better unit, a stronger unit going forward for this Trinidad game. You understand what I say? People, better unit going forward for this Trinidad game. Until then, I won't say we're going to get this side 6-0. I believe that we can win this game at least 2-3. But 6-0, I would love to see a 6-0 because we need to score some goal. We need to put some goal on the board. Because I don't know, when USA get them, USA will destroy them. You understand me? And destroy St. Kitts. Because St. Kitts, USA go play next. And then we are going to play Trinidad and Tobago. So we have to score some goal. We have to score some goal. We need the goals then. So the front three, them have to click. Them have to click. We have to click. And stop kick away the football. Why can't we play directly on the ground? Why have we we are playing direct football, right? But we are going to be a long ball and make bad passes. Why we can't go on the ground? Why we can't beat the front press? Centre back them need to learn how to drive the ball. We get the ball, we go side back to the goalkeeper long. Boom. You understand me? Our side to the centre back, to the midfield, defensive midfield, back to the centre back. Boom. Why we can't slide the ball in the midfield? You understand me? I say these are some of the things what me can't manage. We go side. People, Reason Boss in the building. Big up yourself, Reason Boss. Reason Boss. You hear me I say a while ago? Why every time?
No, run it again.
Now run it again. Why every time we get the ball, right? We go side, back to center back to the goalkeeper. Boom long. And we go side, back to the center, back to the defensive midfielder, back to the center back. Boom long. Why is there any combination play with the wingers slipping into the holding midfielder role, creating more numbers in that pocket right there, space, and we can recycle, we can push progress the ball going forward, to our attacking midfielder or to one of the wingers. Why every time we have to go to Damian Lowe, drive, go to the line and kick it long? Why we have to do that? Now, Trinidad and Tobago want a physical game, They want the long ball thing because of that. Them know I'm going to see if a plan for the long ball. Him a plan for it. You know the man said the last time, he know this European style of football, the Icelandic style of football, long ball football, and he does have to be physical and ready and strong for these players. But maybe in the agreement, Eddie man say, well, maybe when you can't manage Antonio, you might look on maybe the quality of the player instead of the quality of the team. I don't know. Maybe it's my reasoning. But we need to put the ball up on the ground and move it. We have the players them play Leon Bailey as a attacking midfielder. That's my take. And give him the license to pick it up and move it. Just tell him to play simple. You don't need to try to score Leon Bailey. All you need to do, link up the play with your two forward them and your winger in them argue. What do you think?
Everything you're saying there, Unseen, is what I envisaged 2 years ago when I joined the Juta bus journey. I want to put the case, put the question to you as to why. Remember, I joined when Tapper was at the helm. I was under the impression back then that due to Tapper's insistence, though he was a skilled baller himself, I thought he'd given instructions and in line with CONCACAF and the strengths of Jamaica to keep it simple. Hit the long ball, and this was coming from JPL. Remember, it's a bag of JPL players he had on his watch, the O'Neill Fishers, the Alvis Powells, a bag of those players. I want to put it to you. Is this kind of football coming from Manning's Cup, the Custer Cup, or do they play the kind of ball that you're talking about at those schoolboy levels? I doubt it, but if I'm wrong, tell me. How them do it?
Them play, man, the assistant coach team, when him that team play straight, you know. Merengard, long ball, boof down the line and run it down and score. So it's a thing where, but you could see it in terms with his players in the under 17. Remember the player who keep on making that kick the ball down the line and he was weak. You know, you remember that player?
I can't remember the name specifically, but what I do know is that I've seen all too often.
Barbara Sims, your connection, you're not connected here. You have to come out and come in back. Or you're not connect with something. Yeah. Fix up your connection, Barbara Sims. But you understand me? In the schoolboy football, you have teams that play that because they're not really no quality, but them kind of, computerize them team to play that way. Because on the easiest way to play football, like, kick the ball long, hope so you defend and make a mistake, and go score a goal.
Of course, listen.
Me can't teach my boy for that because I know so they're not going to last long when them go pro or if they want to take it up as a career. They're not going to last long with that type of system. You need skills, quality. You know, when I teach that type of football, you don't really develop the quality of the individual. Because I'm going to two things you teach him. Kicking and what else? Control and that's all I teach. Kick, control.
And run.
And run. Kick, control and run. What about moving to space? Checking off our defender. Drawing out a particular strong player out of the middle where you want to get the ball in and you drive at them. What about that? What about the brain in the football? You teach them that?
Well, Unseen, let me take it back and let me just check out what going on. So, were you under the expectation 2 years ago in the last Gold Cup when Jamaica had... You can hear me?
Yeah, man, you're good.
All right, sir. When 2 years ago, when Tapper was at the helm and Jamaica was slated to go deep, included beating the C- B+ American team, were you of the mindset that whatever football the Reggae Boys were playing, that would be good enough to lift or certainly reach the final of that Gold Cup competition? Tell me straight, nobody cut in the corner.
All right, so the type of
context me I look for, me I look for about Jamaican football because I've got some strong views. Viewers and subscribers might not like it, but there are certain things that you're speaking, which is truth. But it's a case of getting to the root of the matter, the heart of the matter, calling a spade, and then deciding how we can move forward and if we can move forward. Go ahead, Unseen.
All right, these coaches from Jamaica, may I tell you, them depend on individual brilliance too much. The same thing, Messi Brazil I got to right now too as well. They might depend on players who come up with individual brilliances so that they can be teams and stuff. The holistic teamwork, like a Morocco have, is not there anymore. And this is one of the reasons why France lose the final as well. They were dependent on Mbappe too much. Jamaican coaches, we just click to people or players with individual brilliances. We're not try to teach the team to click together. If we have a team and we have 3 good forward, yeah, we are big side. What about the missing puzzles? What about the midfielder who carry the ball to the forward? You understand me? What about the defender who not kick with the ball, they going beat the first press and play the ball to an attacking midfielder or play it out to the centre forward, a wall pass to the centre forward? What about a midfielder, a centre back, when you get the ball in space and now kick it back long, you're going to calm down the game and relax the game and recycle the ball to the goalkeeper and draw the front press, the front line forward, and then we can play the ball behind them and get space to drive at the back line and the midfield line. You understand me? These are some of the stuff that some of these coaches, they don't like that. I can say it, maybe it's a part of our culture because in cricket, we like T20, we don't like Test cricket because it's too long and boring. We like finish game too quick, so we kick the ball long and try to run it down and score. Maybe in our DNA, we don't know. You understand me as Jamaican? But at the end of the day, we need to move away from it because it not help. It not help because countries like USA and Mexico, them understand how Jamaica play and them plan for it. Them know we not change the tactics. We not change. You see anyhow we can come up with a different strategy of playing. We beat up them side there. When Schaefer did the year in Jamaica, they play different.
I've seen footage, yes.
We never have a big name player.
Right.
Some get big names like Gil Barnes and them man, I get big name, but we have play different. Can't really beat Tapa because Tapa use the same system and go final 2 times. But the USA map we out because USA is a physical team as well. This is the thing. You started a type of system or play why we can't change the plan B. That is my biggest issue with the Jamaican coaches. And it come like I same thing right now with Algrim. So. But we are giving more time. To see if him can change in-game. In-game tactics, and that me I look on in-game tactics. In-game tactics. We play long ball, cool. Nothing is wrong. We get result out of it, score 2 goals, cool. Now work. What is plan B? Reason boss, what is plan B? You send a plan B in the Jamaican team right now? Look like we're gonna have a plan B?
Not right about now, and that's why the Rich Reasons Boss and Rich Post Sports has been saying the spotlight right about now is definitely on Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson. As you said, what will the in-game tactics be? What will be the pre-game tactics? How will he foster a new philosophy and manage the players? Can you just give me a look of insight into this Leon Bailey phenomenon? Is Leon Bailey a baby of Jamaican football, the star boy, in that because Jamaican fans in general have been brought up on individuals with super skills, real baller that he, in his head, when he touches base with Jamaica, not with Aston Villa, but with Jamaica, he puts on the mindset and he seemingly can't get out of it that the expectation level is he must beat 3-4 man. Unnecessarily, when you have man left, right of you, keep it simple. Is he a product of the lack of footballing IQ in Jamaica?
So that's a question. Boy, may I tell you, that was a rough question to answer, you know. I'm say how best we can answer it. I think that Leon Bailey, when he play for Jamaica, especially in this tournament, especially when he come off a long season, him always try to play too hard. I think the coach have a job to try to get his mindset right. I think his mindset is not right. At this moment, his mindset is not right. I think once we can get his mindset right, because it's just a mindset, because we see him play, when he play in the English Premier League, him keep it simple, keep it ticking. You understand me? Him do him skill, get it out, go forward, get the ball, score. Right? I think the same thing
Or
applies.
create. Or create.
So the same thing is applied in Jamaica team, but I don't know. I think because these things are not me, when I miss a penalty, because before the penalty, he was playing well. Right? Before him get the penalty, he was playing well. Right? May I ask you? Before the penalty, Leon Bailey play well, right?
I've only seen highlights. I was watching some of it live, but I had the problem watching it live. There was a block, so I couldn't watch the entire game freely. Tonight, when the Trinidad game comes on, I will check it out. But by common consent, this is the interesting thing. There are levels, and of course, football is all about opinions. I've heard Leon Bailey had an average game, and I've heard some people say that he had a good game by his standard. So finding exactly where it lands is interesting.
His standard, a 6 out of 10 him get. You understand me? Miss the penalty, but show a glimpse of skills in the game and driving. But if you look in the game though, if you look at the positive of Leon Bailey in the game, he was the bravest of the attacking players. Am I right?
I hear you, and I've seen that in his game. I've seen that in his game. But listen, unseen.
The edges.
Yeah,
how can we get him right?
That's the question. That's where Coach Jaime will come in.
Coaching staff job, and we as fans too, we have a job to encourage and to get him right, because people saying that Leon Bailey should not start. Give me a second. The reason boss continue.
Yeah, man. Leon Bailey is an interesting case in point. You've made mention of the fact. Viewers and subscribers, big up Unseen. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and share this, because we're talking reality talk. Leon Bailey could be a product of the Jamaican system, whereby a baller have a skill and nutmeg player, one player, two player, and do all kind of something there. I was on Rich Post Sports with a Liverpool fan in England a few hours ago, and this Liverpool fan was giving me his take on matters Jamaica and Liverpool. I asked him about the midfield conundrum that is Jamaica. And you know what he said? Without prompting, he said, listen, you can have forwards and good defenders, but if you don't have a central defensive midfielder, if in fact you don't have a good working midfield who attack, defend, and are capable of scoring goals, you're going to be in a little bit of problems. How will the forwards, he said, big up yourself, Nev, big up yourself, Mr. Barnes. How can the forwards and the strikers pull the trigger and hit the target, strike for goal, if they do not get the ball sufficiently? And not only get the ball, but get sufficient quality balls delivered on the ground or in the air at various angles. This is what is missing from the current Jamaican setup. And you are absolutely right, Unseen. Coach Jaime will have to look at that as either a plan B, a plan A, a plan C. I am still aghast, and it makes me reflect and wonder just how big is Jamaica when it comes to football. Because how you can not have a midfield popping off passes, running off the ball, doing everything that you said, Unseen. How that is not happening when these are things that the Reason Boss and you and viewers and subscribers see day in, day out in the Premier League, in the Champions League, in World Cups, Morocco, France, Brazil, Argentina, Spain, England. Coach means they say England no good. Coach means they say England no good. I think this is calling the pot calling the kettle black. It could be Jamaica no good. You see any midfield ball about a player? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Go ahead, Unseen. Don't get me started.
Special editions there. Unseen. What formation I think is best for us going forward? I think we should play a 4-3-3, or something that when name Paul Hall formation when I play with the three back system. Did that work well for Jamaica in terms of how progress the ball forward? I watched a analysis of Jamaica versus El Salvador, where one of our fellow YouTubers did an analysis. He should have been there with this Reggae Boys team analyzing the game. This man has quality. I'm telling you, he works with Whisper as well when he was at Kingston College. Works with JC the year when he win Manning Cup the year before. It's quality coach. And I tell you, this man, M10 him name. You never know M10.
I think I've heard. Yes.
M10 analyze the game. And all of the different tactics going forward in the 3-5-2 was met. We did not win the game, we draw the game. And the reason why we never score is because Jamaica always have problem with the shooting boots. But creating opportunities was there. Overlapping was there. Combination play in the midfield was there. Ravel Morrison was there. Him and Liam Bailey create problem in the midfield. Javian Brown had a wonderful game attacking wise. Never have a wonderful game defensively that much. But him create the goal for Jamaica score back. You understand me? That formation was a good formation for Jamaica going forward. Because it offers, players to the different roles, depends on the scenario in the game. You understand what I mean? You're playing a 3-5-2, the wing back them will go down the line and come across. The centre back them will play as a wing back, a right back and a left back. You understand me? So you are defending with 5, right? When the wing back them get caught up high, one of the defensive midfielder dropping to the center into the back line to make it 4. The right centre back and left centre back go out like a right back and a left back. You understand me? If we get caught. You understand me? So we are defend with 4 and we defend with 5. You understand me? So the 3-5 2 work if you practice the system. And Paula get it right. Me not say Paula should there, You understand me?
Because you not say that.
Paula no why not there. I mean,
right.
Wrong the man them not forgive him the work if I say him a pray. You understand? Because Jamaica, you have to live at Jamaica, you have to come at Jamaica and live for coach team. You don't want you live a different country and work at no man.
Not ideal. Far from ideal. But it's interesting. But what you say, do you believe straight up? All right, let me check it. Are there players in the JPL? We're just reasoning here. Are there players, viewers and subscribers, unseen in the JPL? The Demario Phillips and any other people, you got Anglin and other players available who could play a popping off, give and go kind of ball. I saw Panama win 2-1 against Costa Rica. Simple, quality wing play. Ball whipped into the box. Here comes the striker running between 2 defenders into the goal. I fear that there are other teams that are ahead of Jamaica, footballing IQ and confidence, and with a history of quality results, playing a brand of football that is superior to Jamaica. All I kept on hearing about Jamaica, athletically fit, physically strong. Athletically fit, physically strong. That's not going to cut it. Mexico are ready to beat America. Ready to beat because they've got a fundamental appreciation of the importance of midfields, importance of wingers, keeping it simple, getting your bread and butter into the box, running off the box, running off the ball. And these are some fundamentals things that go on, Nancy. Go on, you.
Yeah, so as me I say, even the game with Jamaica, remember Jamaica play Mexico out here in the office? On the park.
Yes.
Oh, Liam Bailey played well in that match. Remember him score? I'm blind in there. Keeper dead
Yes.
But the best game for Jamaica, don't it?
Right.
Right. No, remember the system we would play? 3-5-2.
You don't think that Liam Bailey and the other players are not recognizing these things? Don't they have video footage? I'm expecting interesting things
Everybody
against
come with
Trinidad.
them. Everybody, let me tell you, everybody come with them tactics, you know. And everybody come with the type of player they want on them team. Notice the player
Right.
them all games to pick going forward. In pick a little, you know, a style man here and there. We have what? 2 players who are skillful on the team. That's it. 2 players. Them are Gray and Leon Bailey. Who else on the skill was skillful? Nobody else. Be
My
hard
Lord,
worker.
my Lord.
Be hard worker. Typical Jamaica coaches type of football. Long, physical. Yeah, USA say I'm ready for the physicality too. Because the physical, I'm physical. Got black man against black man. Mexican them love. You can get, might get a little good thing out of the game against Mexico. But Mexico will outsmart you, going forward with the ball, try to, you know, play it around the defense.
Oh, you mean? No doubt about it. It's really interesting hearing hearing a content creator calling a spade a spade.
We need to move away from this long ball type of madness.
Amen to this. Amen to this, user subscribers.
And then we try to pretty it up and say, hey, we call it long passes because it's connected. We pretty it up now to make some people get to it. You understand me? Years we have to do this. So when Tapiola do it, I will beat him. Beat him, but I'm saying left the job. I'll give him to come and do the same thing now. I'll give him time still now. But I'm so ready to beat him if he continue with the madness.
Yeah. As I said, yeah, listen, the spotlight, well, that's another thing, you know. That is another thing as well, you know. I want to hear what the viewers and subscribers are making of this thing, because interestingly, you hear what you just said? You gotta soon get the belt. I put it to you, unseen.
But you don't get roses or coffee in the breakfast morning show, you know. I get the belt buckle, so I'm going to pick one.
A little morning patience. You see, in order to get a cultural change that Coach Jaime has mentioned, things like the belt buckle or and other have to come into the equation surely. If a player feels that, boy, man, I get a bugger beaten if such and such, now go on. That leaves them very little wiggle room for maneuver. Footballing IQ needs to come into the equation. And they used to, listen, I like the unity. I've seen some off-pitch footage of the players uniting and bonding. I think this is a good thing. I think Coach Jaime will be checking out the CONCACAF region, checking out the players, and seeing the performance. Listen, let me make no bones about it. On paper, that the Jamaican team that lined up, even though it was a little defensively orientated in midfield, should have fancied getting the better of that American team. The American team, by the end of the game, had outplayed, from what I saw, Jamaica. In terms of creating clean chances, Jamaica were not at the races. It was a set piece, and for the listen, check out the forwards that Jamaica has. The wingers, the Paris, Antonios, Baileys, bag of attacking talent. Boza, if you want to throw him in. But look how many goals Jamaica scored. Look how many Jamaica. They don't score enough goals.
May I ask a question? Why we put on Corey Burke?
As I said, the spotlight is on Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson. I think, and let me put it to you. I say the honeymoon period is almost over. I'm giving him this Gold Cup. No problem at all, because it's not easy to turn around a Titanic. It's not easy to turn around a Titanic. So you have to give him the Gold Cup and see what I want. Now, bear in mind, the Gold Cup could be only 3 games. The Gold Cup could be 4 games. We have yet to see. But I'm looking patiently at how Coach Jaime approaches this Jamaican squad of players, because frankly, with the ability that Jamaica has, they should be, in my opinion, playing a braver, bolder, prettier, skillful ball.
Right. Why we play this?
And when I say that, it's not a good look on the eye when you see it watching the game. With the players on paper, it doesn't look like it doesn't say what, it doesn't do what it says on the can.
When in England, they might lick ball on the floor and collect ball, them look like the general them at England. Why when they come out to make them look like them might try to learn football? I don't understand. Them are grey. Jesus Christ, man. What is going on?
These things come from the head, though, you know. These things do come from the head. Listen, as an Arsenal fan, Arsenal was playing a certain way, and they were found wanting. Arteta took out existing staff behind the scene, made significant changes, and kept on preaching, even though the team was losing. So this is where Coach Jaime can come in and get a look of slack, just like Klopp. Klopp at Liverpool was in charge of a team that one season was flying high toe-to-toe with Man City. The next season, struggling like crazy. But as my friend Neville Barnes said, Liverpool fan, big up yourself, Nev. He said, you need to be consistent, be willing to work hard, and to trust your processes. That's what Liverpool done. They ended up knocking on the door of Champions League football. Mikel Arteta, despite the defeats and the fight against relegation, stuck to his guns, knowing the staff. And this is the other thing, know your personnel. Know your personnel and work with the personnel that you have. Arteta knew who he wanted in the team, and those players recognized the boss trusts us. We can trust each other. Let's go and play. And you saw what happened in this season gone. Arguably the greatest Premier League and football team in the world was pushed almost to their limit in the Premier League by Arsenal and Arteta. Now, Jamaica doesn't have that caliber of player. Is that right? They don't have that caliber of player. My question, and what I'm looking carefully at, in addition to Coach Jaime Halgrimston's man management, game management, is what kind of players do we have? Going into this Gold Cup, I made it crystal clear, and when I hear the content creators and the fans time after time after time after time saying we don't have a strong enough midfield. What is going on with our midfield? It's absolutely hitting the nail on the head.
We don't have a strong enough defense line either.
Well, I don't want to, I could go there, but I'm not going to go there. One of the reasons.
Strong enough defense line, we could have given them cheap goal. That's a cheap goal. Why nobody not blaming the defenders for giving that goal away? I don't understand.
Well,
we blame Leon Bailey right through, but we don't blame that goal. Continue, my boss.
Well, Unseen, you're touching on points. You're not skirting around certain issues and certain points. Listen, to lift the Gold Cup, to go deep in the World Cup, you need to have, in the CONCACAF region, let's just keep it strictly CONCACAF. I'm not going outside South America, Europe, Africa. I'm keeping it in the CONCACAF region. You need to have capable defenders defending as a team in the air and on the ground. I'll notice, and I've noticed, that Jamaica sometimes, they can either be too close and give away fouls, or they sit back a little bit, watching the opponent, watching what they're going to do, and from a distance try to block or interfere with play. That doesn't necessarily cut it. The Mexicans, the Americans, if you give them a little inch, they'll take a mile. You saw the start of the game against America. A little bit too much space, fashioned the opportunity. In came Andre Blake to save the hour. Quality player, one of Jamaica's bona fide quality players in the Reason Boss's book. Damon Lowe, quality defender, but he's still got rough edges. He's liable to errors that can prove costly. But Andre Blake, I must say, stands out. But defensively, listen, the aerial ball, you remember El Salvador in the World Cup qualification? leading 1-0. Outstanding goal by Antonio. Dying embers. Here we go again. The dying embers of a game. And you find a cross coming in. I think Corey Burke was on the pitch at the time. A cross comes in. A high cross into the box where the tall, physically powerful Jamaicans are. And some small El Salvadorian heads in a wonderful header, which he should have no business of connecting with. So when you look deeply into matters and call a spade, it could be argued that Jamaica are good, but because of their fighting style, yeah,
you can't say Jamaica not good enough. You what we have to say. You can't say Jamaica not good enough because a coaches improve players, coaches prepare a system. You understand me? And players execute. If players don't execute, coaches need to move players out and go for players. Not because of name. I'm going to tell you this, people. I'm going to tell you this.
Speak!
I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it right.
Speak!
I'm telling you now. You see, if CFAS today are a Gold Cup, problem.
Trouble at the dance.
People are going to beat me for this, but I tell you, CFAS on the wing.
Ronaldo himself.
Something to prove to the world, to the country. Man with the confidence coming out of North Macedonia. But what? Jamaicans. Idiot league. I go for the, you understand me? Idiot league and Ray. I tell you know people. And the league where you play for, the club where you play for, and the art where you have. And the work where you're willing to put in on the field for your country.
Work.
Because enough time I see it, man dominate na them club. And then come for them country, them flop. What you going to do? Continue, cut slacks and say, hey, Ray, and give him pass and lose games. You reach Paul?
You're asking the right questions. You're asking the tough questions. And frankly, again, I go back to Coach Jaime Halgrim. He's still finding his feet to stand in the Jamaican culture, footballing culture.
Like
he's still finding his feet with the football. You come back again?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I see it cuts out a little bit there. He's still getting to grips with the footballing culture and the fan culture. And you do need time. And I don't think it's a case of knee-jerk reaction. Listen, Jamaica faced challenges and opportunities. The reason boss has been telling you it's not a case of tiddlywinks. Challenges and opportunities face Jamaica. Distance traveled for players to get together. Preparation time. Now, these are issues that other teams have to lesser degrees than others. But for Jamaica, when you add in the factor of the traditional footballing style, what people call a baller, the Tyreek McGee's, bag of skill, but not overly compared to some other players that we know. But do they have the hard work, the hard-working ethic? Do they understand the ins and outs of the game? You saw what happened when Tyreek went to Europe and came back and said, as day follows night, I thought I knew about football. I thought Alex Marshall, likewise, Lamar Walker, I thought I knew about football. But experience teaches another thing. There are steps, giant steps that Jamaica need to take. They need to be bold. They need to be ready to work and to address each other. Coach Jaime, ultimately, it will come back to the coach, to the manager, ultimately. Let me just check out something with you. Mikel Antonio, for example, do you feel that you're seeing the best of Mikel Antonio?
All right, so Mikel Antonio say, him say, boy, coming away from the Premier League and really rusty, 1 or 2 weeks, but him believe that he will grow into the tournament the more game he play, And I believe that with Mikel Antonio because they're different animals, a different type of player. I mean, I tell you, Mikel Antonio, sharp and ready against the US with that opportunity when get him with the pass, him that kicking at the goal. I think him confident is not there, that's why him pass it, try to pass it, and end up pass the ball back. And Mikel Antonio at him peak and prime, a goal that him a lick that in the far corner. He now pass it. I tell you. Anyway, I'm go through that comment there. So Martinique, so sports XLR8 sports. I was at Martinique versus El Salvador, and Martinique are playing better football than JA. Even mix even 80 play better football than with me. I tell you. 80 drop some ball, 80 have some diagonal pass, I say out to the wing of them. And the centre back them a drive through the midfield and I leg out the ball. As I'm telling the people, the only time over 2 or 3 years Mr. Jamaica play them football, I win under Paula. Nobody can tell me nothing. When time King I drive in at the midfield and I slide into the midfield and I pass the ball in on the ground to the centre forward them to great. Right? And when you get them bus, everybody has say, oh, wait, a quarter system, why I'm get chance and wait. Remember the youth coming in with Whitmore now. And Whitmore never to believe in a young youth. Right? And then when him gone, Paul say, come youth. I'm so you have. And the youth start play the game, then I will start look good, I go forward with the ball, progress the ball forward. When I say, I don't know if why King not there now, you know. If King is not there because of visa issue or whatever. But at the end of the day, I said, the defender them what we have. Why them can't pass the ball on the ground? Why the ball can't pass on the ground?
What else are the commenters saying? Let's get a flavor of what going on.
All right, so long ball dead, long pass fry. It's the same thing. XLR, I have to agree. Martinique was organized and kept the ball position. It's not all right. Me have a different reasoning to the position thing, because you can keep position on the ball and lose the game. Right?
Yes, you can. You can.
What I am saying is direct football doesn't mean that they ever play the ball in the air. Am I
Expand.
Right?
Expand. No, you are right. Expand for the viewers and subscribers. Expand upon that, sir.
Direct football can be the centre back passing the ball to the centre forward, and that's one pass on the ground to feet. When that space is open up. That's why them have there's a drill. What I like teaching, especially me a coach at high school, where you set up a square, say 30 by 30 or 30 by 40, and you put lines, so you have 1, 2 lines. You break it in 1, 2, 3 different areas. So you have a 30 by 40, right? So you have 4 players here, 4 players here, 4 players at the back. And you shift the ball across with the 4 players, trying to open up space to split the line to get the ball into the next line. Right? Understand me?
Mm-hmm.
What I am saying when I say that, I talk about that drill, is that the center back of the ball, they shift it wide, the front press coming, try to press it to lock you in. When you get that opportunity to play that ball to the midfielder or straight to the center back, depending on how deep you have the ball as a center back. Right? Instead of going long in the air and losing the ball. That is why the center forward them press, team press, because they want to keep the ball long, because the only way them can get the ball. Because once the ball go in the air, not direct to somebody, it's a free ball, right? It's a ball that anybody can win, right? Rich Paul?
Yeah.
So when we have the ball and shifting it across center back, this is what City is good at. Shifting the ball fast. Boom, boom. Keeper. Boom, 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 boom. And make a press and then just pass the ball away from you. Or they make a little shift. The center back just make a little body move and you're gone. Or play a 1-2 and him sliding at the space and him gone with the ball and play to him, send him to De Bruyne or Gundogan. You don't need no big top class player to play the football. You just need a system.
Where I would disagree, well, I'm not going to totally disagree. I mean, you can't bypass the midfield. That equation comes into, I mean, Latabodea, Kevin Lambert, who had, by his standards, a good game, but he's defensively minded, capable of playing at centre back. But that midfield, listen, Brazil in the World Cup, they had an issue. Good midfield, but they recognized it wasn't necessarily deep enough. Casemiro, world-class central defensive midfielder. Next to him was going to be the issue. Go with Paqueta, classy, can play more than one role on the pitch and works wonderfully well with Neymar Jr. But that midfield against higher opposition started to be found a little wanted. Bruno Gomes, Fabinho was not trusted to do the job. Tell me, and tell the viewers and subscribers.
Focus on individual quality and not the team collective quality. It's as simple as that. All right, when Neymar will come up with something special now, you can't wait and you're there on your feet and you say you're not taking him off because you know you're the man. And like, when you come up with some quality, all right, the centre forward now, right, I'm going to take off the centre forward and Neymar have the ball and I lose it. And you know, all right, we're not taking off the problem, you know, because you're blind. All right. You get what I say?
Well, this is why I said that with all due respect to Chiche, he had to go. I think he recognized, well, he had to go. He said he was going to go win, lose, or draw, but he had some shortcomings, especially with Neymar Jr. He was light, especially in extra time against Croatia. Them kind of times, you ring the changes and do what's necessary, not just because a baller is a star baller. No, you do what is best for the team. Listen, I can't emphasize this enough. The team, football is about a team. Back to what Neville Barnes was saying, the Liverpool supporter. You don't win without the support of the fans and the team. It's a team game. Got to emphasize that. A team game, a united band of brothers working together, and all the parts make the difference. If Jamaica feels that, why, man just want to get all the glory and be a forward, a striker, a wingman, or a defender. No. There's more to this game called football. And Jamaica's day follows night will not be winning and lifting any Gold Cup if they don't get that midfield functioning sufficiently to enable their quality players further upfield to be able to link together. The coaching chops of Coach Jaime are under scrutiny, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how he works it out. Because listen, Unseen, I'm not telling you right here and now, and I hope you're not, that you are a better manager than Coach Jaime. No. You're not telling me you're a better player than Leon Bailey. You're not telling me you're a better player than Kevin Lambert at what he does or Joel Letibode. I'm certainly not saying that. I'm seeing these guys at the top of their relative games, trying to strive to improve and become better players and a better team. And this is what I'm looking out for. Have you got the heart, the desire, the willingness, the work ethic, and the footballing IQ to study yourself and the opposition and be bold and daring enough to play the game? It's a simple game, you know. At the end of the day, who can knock the ball into the opponent's net more than the other team? If Jamaica concede one, they've got to score two to win the game. I can tell you that if America had scored first, I wouldn't have been overly optimistic at Jamaica scoring two. If, as this tournament goes on, Jamaica go 1-0 down, it's going to be a difficult job to bring things back. But I'm hoping Jamaica improve as the tournament goes on. They've got a solid point against America. Next comes Trinidad and Tobago, a derby game. But Jamaica have what it takes to make the difference. That midfield area, by the way, without question or hesitation, Mr. John Russell, Mr. DJ will, in my opinion, have a part to play. Let's see if that actually comes true. I think that would add a little more flavor to the Jamaican cause against Trinidad and Tobago. But the ultimate decision rests with Coach Jaime. What say you?
All right, we play too slow and too react. That's why we see no composure. if we play a bit faster and spread the field and beat at least the first press, or trouble for the other side. Yeah, if we can, we can be brave and beat the first press. I think we're coward. I think coward is one of the biggest problems.
Oh God.
We're not coward when we are tackle, but we're coward when we have the ball. But it's so easy for the other players to beat our press with just quick common sense using space and 1, 2, right. And look a shift for the ball. You see 80 against Qatar and get the ball in because boom, send the ball because boom and push the ball wide and just play it out. It's easy.
Haiti scored a beautiful winner against Qatar. Kept keeping it simple. Ball wide out left, run, attack the area, quality ball into the box. In comes the striker. I could see a Mikel Antonio making that run. I can see a Demarai Gray playing the role of that winger on the left. I can see it. It's there for Jamaica. Unseen, you said you saw it when Paul Hall was at the helm. You talked about Winfred Schaefer not having a bag of star ballers, and yet the style of play was distinctly different. I saw it too. This is what I'm looking for, a change, progress in the Reggae Boys, because bread and butter, now go cut it. Mexico will not be losing sleep. In fact, they'll be chomping at the bit. I put it to you, if they come across Jamaica, they knew what happened. They sacked that coach. That coach, gone. And I tell you what, they look like they're free to play how they know how they can play. And trust me, it's not a pretty picture if you're an opponent. If you're a fan of the L3, good things. Who's joined us? Big up, big up yourself. Man. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Show a curtain basketball. Bless up.
But they are going to you know what I say? You know
what I say? Lower door.
Hold on, them go for your head. Hold on.
Yeah.
Good to see the king. We can hear him, but it could be a little louder, but we can hear him. But good to see the king around the area. Am I speaking out of turn unseen?
No, man, I talk the real thing, man. I real talk, yeah, making it. You understand me? And just think the tactics with algorithms and use it don't fit. You know, fit to play them well. You don't fit to play them
Unseen, there was something that crossed my mind as mute your mic, big man. Sure, Kurt, mute your mic and then come in again. Unseen, there was something that crossed my mind. I'm putting it to you. Viewers and subscribers, I'm putting it to you as well. Do you think it's possible, conceivable, that the likes of a Bobby Reid, coached by Marco Silva, a Mikel Antonio, coached by a David Moyes, a Demarai Gray, who has been coached by top professionals in England, Sean Dyche, more defensive-minded, and he didn't get a chance to shine under Sean Dyche. But do you think when they come and encounter Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson, that they feel in any way, shape or form, do they notice a difference in the quality, the caliber of training and tactics? Do you feel then that they are not as primed to produce their very best because the tactics and the mindset is holding them back, and we then don't see the same? Leon Bailey under Unai Emery almost looked a different player. Unai Emery, ex-Arsenal manager, very intelligent Spaniard, but very intelligent, well-spoken in terms of English, and knows how to communicate what he wants the players to do. As day follows night, if Leon Bailey is not listening and taking direct orders as to what he needs to do on the ball and off the ball, offensively and defensively, he will find himself swiftly holding the pine, holding a seat on the bench. So he knows you've got to be zeroed in. Now, when you go and represent Jamaica, this is why back to Coach Jaime. Good to see you, Shower Curtain. Come in anytime you want. It's interesting to see, do the players recognize as they're listening to the coach and the management team, hey, these guys know what they're about, you know. They know us. They know our strengths, our weaknesses, our preferences, and the decision they've made and what we do in practice and the routines we run. is going to be good for us. At the moment, I still just don't seem, as you've identified, the woof, the long ball, the hit and hope. There's more to this team. There's more to come out. Shower curtain boss, come in, sir.
As I said a while ago, yeah, you better, you know.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Yeah,
Continue.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. As I said a while ago, you know, say me I listen to the program and I work me supposed to agree, you know, but me and see mention something where me hardly hear people really, me hardly hear the vloggers them really talk about that side there. And I think that side are very important. That's them really come on. And then see me I text her and comment about it. About this beating the press thing. I think
Oh,
teams
that.
know that. Yeah, I think teams know that we are not good at that at this point, and I think them use that to them advantage and force us to play along, which eventually always happen. And more than like we win. I think watching few of the matches, them I think about 30% of them long balls they will always win. You know, most of them will lose most of the second balls. Them long ball they will kick.
Oh, win the first ball, we'll lose the second ball.
Yeah, we lose the second ball. And sometimes when we do win the first ball, I think there's no outlet like for example, if Mikel Antonio is to win the first ball and say man under pressure, right? And them have to push off the defender to try catch it. If there's no really much support there. Like everybody really like them run from the ball. Me I want them run from the ball and them come support really. Maybe I can't come support them, but it just look as if them run from the ball. Understand? And
but show a curtain. Show a curtain, boss. What you're saying, it hits the nail on the head. I've got to agree, but maybe you can help and see where this is emanating from, where this is coming from. Because as I said,
me grow. Try to figure out now.
All right, go ahead.
Me try and figure it out now because for example, when we started out the US match, I just use the US match. I mean, it happened numerous occasions before that. But we just use the US match based on where the court say, right? And see,
yeah.
Now the court say, which is natural minded. The court say maybe if we had gone 2-up, right? The game would have been different. Which me. Some might say it would have been different too. In my
true. Yeah, everybody can agree to that.
Yeah, say it would have been different. Say if we had been 2-up, then it would have been a different thing. Maybe would have been more composed and all of that. And maybe would have mentioned a little bit more. But clearly in the first 15 to 20 minutes, you could have seen that fear in a USI. I mean, we never had much possession, but what we were doing well, we moved it side to side. For example, it come from the center back, and then it got to like Bell, that got to Bell to the left back, right? And then Bell that play back to I think Lati. Lati that come short feet, and then Bell play to him. And whenever I'm ready, I them give it to Demari. If Demari not open him, play it back to Bell. You understand? We're using that combination, and even on the right side, it's the same thing with Lemby, and I think Lowe, and what's the guy's name on the left? Bobby Reed. And some of the time, Bailey drop deep feet, right? And I think that was giving US a problem, you know. I mean, they never did start press as much as how them started after I think Bailey missed the penalty because they were a bit cautious. Right, even the kickoff, you know the same thing at the kickoff. I don't even know the same thing at the kickoff on the scene. They normally keep possession. The US in the kickoff, US normally keep possession first, you know, and then try to draw the team. You know the US though. US normally hold them composure and try to bounce on the ball, even when them under pressure. You know what them do? As soon as you start press them kick it long to see what we really are gonna do with it or we get it. I even noticed that when the match started. You know what when the match started? Look up on the match at the first part. Them normally when them kick out, them normally hold possession, dry out. Then when you start press them bounce the ball around and play around. And so when we start press them, the attacking force start press them kick the ball long to see what we are gonna do with it. And then when them realize what we are doing with it and they realize what potential up front, then them kind of sit back a bit, you know. Them never really come at us, you know. Them kind of sit back a bit. And then they say after the penalty miss, it's like them grow in a confidence. And them start press with, and them start keep the ball better. And then it's like
asking the questions.
And then if them start do that, it's like we just get shown off. we stop feed them or the ball them, we stop feed, you understand, we stop try to get the ball out to the dangerous people them for them do the damage as much as we did that doing at the first 15 or so minutes. And then they realize them throw off our game and them just start settle down. And then the second half, them come out and them just start hold the ball and just do it. We not see we're consistent, right? And the coach some after the interview, as me I said before, the coach say, naturally, not going up two, you start wanting to defend the one, right? But with defending the one, I'm saying to myself, no, you're defending the one, you realize, all right, then you pass 2-3 long balls, in and seen, and win them. Then common sense to that is to change the strategy then. Try situation, try keep possession a little bit, then you understand, stretch the field, try switch the ball in and stretch it, and every time we get it and we get pressed in the second half, we basically pass it long and give back US the ball and US just keep the ball and just direct and just come direct at us. Every long ball we kick them almost win. Every long ball and come at us. It's like we just don't know how to beat. Me I want to know. So me want to ask you, as a coach, Zane, because you're coach too. I know you're me when I reach up there, but I want to ask this now. Is it supposed to be a coach? Is it supposed to be a coach? It's supposed to be a coaching thing where the coach teach the team how to break the press or based on the ball sense where they would have naturally as a footballer. You would not think as a footballer out on the field based on how the game ago and say, all right, them are press the sun now, so we need to spread the field, move the ball faster, switch it to this, so wait until we see a space and a player drop, we try to break the first press. I wonder if that is supposed to be a coaching thing where the coach, right, teach you how to do that, or set up a team how to do that. The players them naturally use them natural ball sense and common sense when them play based on how the game are going to press. For not pressure themselves, because we do a whole heap of running, because whenever we pass it long and the other teams play it, and we try to press them, we are tired out ourselves, and we really win the ball when them do that.
Show a curtain.
Yeah.
Show a curtain without question. Well, you can go ahead and answer. I would just say in a nutshell, without question or hesitation, that is something that is coached, has to be coached, is coached, and can be coached. That is football IQ and instructions being carried out, drawing board routines. So you need eyes on the touchline, and before the touchline, you need to be aware of what are going on. Pep Guardiola, classic case in point, instructs the likes of Ilkay Gundogan, German captain, said it's a privilege and honor to have represented Manchester City and worked with these colleagues. When Pep Guardiola speaks, when he speaks and you listen, you don't know this man, he knows his football. He knows his football. He knows what the opponents are likely to do, what they have done, and what they will do. And as day follows night, if the players are switched on and can listen and see the coach saying, yes, now, push, spread, come close, barking the instructions, and they know because it's been drilled into them. Yeah, man, I saw this thing at work, and you see the fruits of your labor. Unseen. Go ahead.
Hey, Sarah Curtin boss, a question there. Coach, as well, Rich Paul said, coach have to instill them thing there to play them from early. You understand what I mean?
Cool, yeah.
And you have to get players with them quality as well. Because at national team, sometimes I wonder how them selection the players, what them look for from the player. We still not this mentality of hardworking players. I think it's a kill. It's a kill from under 17 come right up. If you remember what the coach ended up on the press conference with the under 17 boy. When the assistant coach right now and Western, as I say, these boys are hardworking boys and them can play different positions and way. Be hardworking right across the pitch, brother. Hardworking. And someone who can kick away ball and run up and down, that's all they want. What about the skill and the mindset of the game?
So reading of the game, vision.
I never hear when a Jamaican man him say that youth can play, him can read the game good. You ever
Yeah.
hear them started to them do it in the
Mostly work
press
work
conference?
hard and him press and him do this and yeah man, him run back and tackle man and him work hard and him
And him can play two
you know
different positions though.
he can play two different position and him
You
yeah man.
ever hear them say that youth can read the game good and him know when for this and when for that? Me never hear that in a Jamaican coach. Never. Long, I tell you, be hard work.
But and see me trust the process same way still. And I think when me say me have a few things why I say that. All right. For one, right? In the two competitive games so far we play, right? We haven't lost, right? I think it was Mexico in the Nations League since Algims took over and what's and USA gone, right? So in the two competitive game they win or lose so far. You see the friendly though, based on what the coach said from earlier, the coach said friendlies him know if we do in the competitive games them, him know if we do for win them and get results out of them. So I'm not really worried about the friendly. The friendly have really used for see players who possibly show them worth for make themselves available for for selection based on what you might look for bring the team one way more the team for go. So the friendlies them, I don't really treat kill up myself about the friendlies them because as I see with the friendlies them in basically choose different squads for the friendlies them. If you check the Trinidad friendly and the one them before that the Cameroon one the Qatar one and the next one are basically different from the Mexico and the US match. Are basically just the other players I'm really try to look for because he would already have a core of players where it look like him work with, which we can see right, which is the Leon Bailey, the Mikel Antonio. So we know them players there already, right? So when me think him at the right now, that's why I have look at time for him. But me I watch him doing in other tournament because this is a competitive tournament and this I go count for me, because he said that he doesn't watch the friendly. He's more keyed on the competitive matches we play and him know if we doing the matches there. So me I use the US match based on some man management thing when I see go on and me I watch as the progress through the competition if it a continue or if he really know him do. So I not really beat him. But based on the friendlies them leading up to this, I kind of have an understanding as to where I say I want to really go. And I have time for him because I say I the only coach I see so far we are go for the best of the best and I try to secure him job. In a way where him not use a man where a man tell him say him think him hard work and him think him can do this. He might use the quality so when him give him instruction a man can say boy I never understand this and I never understand that. He might use quality player when him give instruction, he might expect them man to take it in and soak it up like a sponge and go out on the field go deliver for him. That's why I try to get the best of the best. So I see him I try go. And I see the aim, as him said, the aim of really the 2026, which I see my try build a core of players and I get in the young players them, I get them gelling at the system when I want to see them play and I get them used to it, which is good with the integration of young players because them are really dead for them time there. You understand? So I kind of see him I go and I try still use the senior players them to kind of guide the young players them and get them up to scratch and make them understand the professionalism and the levels as to where I try bring it and I make them know there's a different level that we're not used to. So that is good. But this competition now, if we not go at least a semi-final, we would see it as a failure.
True.
If we don't go at least the semi-final,
it's a failure. If we not got the system here, it's a failure. Big one.
Because most of these players been playing together. We check the Mikel Antonio. I think the only person missing from this squad, I think, is really what's his name?
Pinnock.
Ravel. Wouldn't say Pinnock to much extent, because Pinnock had that issue, but it's really Ravel. Because it's just an issue make Pinnock not really in a day right now. But me I say in terms of the core, one of the core players and would really would make an impact is really Ravel. We see no really. I will get additional players, right? So with the competition growing and we moving through, we expect for Bunny even better with a few additions that we have. So there's no excuse for us not at least reaching semi-finals, taking in consideration what the coach said about him knowing what to do in competitive matches, and which he has shown so far that he can get the players to play at that competitive level. Because so far, though is a B team where people are saying US have a system, and I don't think this US team is that bad as all people making them out to be, right? But with the
They're
quality
not.
that
They're
we
not.
have,
They're not that very good either. They're not. They're not
yeah,
very
they're
good.
not that
I
very good.
class them as a C team. But it's a
Yeah, they're
strong
not that
C
very
team right there.
good.
So C.
They are not that very good, but they are not as bad as how we are thinking they are, because they are playing through a system, and you can get
Yeah, man.
average players. You can get average players to play through a system, and them look brilliant because they are playing through a system. Now we don't
Shower.
have that
Let me
as yet.
let me put two questions to you as you said this. One thing the unseen said. I've not heard anyone say this. And I don't want it to be derogatory. Let's be crystal clear. Would you go as far as to describe in any way, shape, or form the Jamaican players, especially the midfield, but is there an attitude of in any way, shape, or form cowardice or a lack of bravery or boldness to express themselves with the football? My second question is regarding a Ravel Morrison. It looks clear, even clearer to me, that the likes of a Ravel Morrison, in terms of skill and ability in the midfield, he has got the coolness, the composure, and the skill and footballing IQ to look like the players that we see in the Premier League, in the Championship. He looks a classy player. He may not have the legs or the experience, the match fitness at the moment, but does someone like a Demario Phillips, or from Mount Pleasant, do you think a player like him, energetic, but a man who I can see now popping the pass, running, giving and going, could he add a flavor, or anyone else from the JPL add a Demario Phillips type flavor? And is the Jamaican midfield and the team as a whole not brave enough to express themselves fully?
All right. So for your first question, if the midfielders brave enough to express themselves fully. Now we have to put this in the context, right? Right. Boss. No, look, we're getting this straight now. So before now, right? We had Speedy playing CDM. Now Speedy is not a CDM. Speedy playing at Georges, Speedy was a striker, playing at Georges, And because him realize, say, I think a coach Neverbill move Speedy from striker and turn him into a midfield, because Speedy couldn't get at the end of the Georges team. Him couldn't play with none of the strikers in the other team there, because they were better than him. But because he was always hardworking and disciplined, the coach tried him playing in the midfield, utilized his work rate in the midfield, and realized that he had potential in the midfield area, but not the defensive part, It's just his work rate and his discipline, right? So if we check the midfielders then from then, only one retreat real true see them we have been consistently with over the years, and it's been Rudolph Austin. And from Rudolph Austin gone, I don't think we have any natural CDM. I think it's always been makeshift CDMs. So makeshift. So even Speedy was a makeshift. Even with Daniel and what's his name, Ravel, trying to play a CDM role, they are makeshift. They both are makeshift CDM. So naturally, Ravel is a natural cam, and Daniel is naturally, I think, box to box naturally, but he is more box to box and cam than he is a CDM. He's not really a tackler. So I think those players, right, were playing under instruction. They don't want to do too much. They must play a role. They must try fill a role. So they don't want to do too much. You don't want to do too much in the midfield and then lose the ball. Like you get a CDM role, even though you're a cam, and you just have fill in the role to help the team as much as they can. So I think them get the opportunity to fully express themselves in their natural position. So like Daniel now playing a CDM, though he's a cam, you will see bits and bits of spark coming from him when he try spread the ball and he move on and try collect it. But the defensive work rate that up there, but he might try do a job. Some of them think him comfortable at playing natural position to really express himself like that. Some I work under instruction, then I the bare minimum. So I'm not really afraid. Though when you come to the CDMs that we have now, Lambert is not naturally a dribbling midfielder. Lambert is a hard tackling CDM who can play centre back. He's not a dribbler. He's not a big ball handler neither. So we not expect much on him. If you check Lati is really a centre back, right? And seen centre back / right back who can
You
play
can play
multiple positions.
anywhere around the midfield.
Yeah. So none of those persons are naturally where I say ball handlers per se, like a Ravel. And even though Ravel sometimes plays CDM or plays central midfield, you can see the natural CM come out in him. So we haven't had that natural come we are get to play the camera role. Because we yet to see Ravel I play him natural camera role, central assistant midfield role. It's always central midfield. I am a try drop back to play CDM. Wrong am I right? You've been watching the team unseen, so you know what I talk about. So we yet to see the players them I play them natural. So we yet to find different from Lambert, we are yet to see another natural CDM I play that role. I basically makeshift from speedy days. I basically makeshift CDMs we are use. Right? Even my guy, what's his name? Watson. Watson was a winger, Wing back winger, I think, Javon Watson.
Yeah.
He was a winger, I think, wing back or something like that. Right? Unseen.
He was a winger.
He was a natural. He was a winger. He was a natural CDM either. So he was a winger who was hard working and follows instruction too, and him hard tackling and rough. And then realize him can play wing back and him can also play in the midfield. So them use him as CDM. But we haven't had a natural CDM from Rudolph Austin time. Different from Lambert. And Lambert is not a ball angler. So we have to put that in the perspective when we are say them afraid and all of that. We have to look on it from a broader perspective. Right? And over the years we haven't seen the players playing them natural position. It's always a makeshift. So until we can see the side with all right, for example, we get this see the team now with a Lambert who is a natural CDM and look like he has improved. Him tackling has improved, him reading of the game has improved a bit, and it kind of show, right? We don't know how much improved it is because we don't play like the Mexico yet with him and play that role, right? So we can't say right, but we play a US team, a MLS team where he might know some of the players, and he performed well. We can't take that from him. But he's the only natural CDM. Now with what's his name now? Latino playing a CDM role, we look like him can play it. It's not a ball, it's not a big ball handler neither. Would I love to see a Daniel Johnson or a Ravel playing that cam role where them naturally can play now reason boss, and then we can judge them from that. True or false unseen.
Right, thing you talking about.
Yeah, we don't really have the natural CDM at all. We can say, we are judge the players. Them in them natural position for do the craziness. So that's why I love if Daniel Johnson would have come on with Lambert and what's his name, Lati behind him, when them take off, what's the guy's name? Who them take off? I think them take off Mikel. I think Bailey should have come off and then put on Johnson and make Mikel stay a bit. Where Bailey can actually get some.
Listen to the question here. Unseen, do you know Berg came on the field and have a better game than Antonio based on stats?
I'm gonna see the stats. I'm gonna see stats to know, but when I say Berg really come do really.
Madness the matter. I chop them again. I chop them again. 90% of the time for Jamaica, Berg played out of position.
So Berg play. Berg is not a number 9.
Something like that. Need CDM with ball handling skills. Robert Smith said he played the cam and the hall. When all players need speedy box to box, Lambert and Ravel play centre back. Lambert is nothing waste of time. Lambert have not improved. Stop there. But Kurt the boss, I know say I'm gonna run now though, because I have test and sitting.
Yeah, man. We are beat Trinidad tomorrow still. We are going to beat Trinidad. But we have to see the natural midfielders and play them natural role still. If we really judge them, if we really judge them like that as well, I say, it's always some makeshift people we have in the midfield. So until we get a midfield with the natural players that play them natural role, then we can truly judge them and beat them. But we can't say boy them afraid you know because them not play them natural role. So that's that we
Good
have to
answer.
based on looking back. Yeah.
So,
Good answer, Shoko. Good answer.
um,
Respect.
um, Reason boss, your time. Drop your prediction, and we predict we're going to set tomorrow.
Well, look, first and foremost, I'm waiting to see the team selection, who's on the sheet. I've already mentioned that the likes of DJ and John Russell could be set to play a more predominant role in this game. I think it's commonly known as a derby. The Soca Warriors, they are not settling for second best. I don't think that they want to go home early at this juncture. They've given themselves a good chance with a 3-0 victory over St. Kitts and Nevis. Reggae Boys and America know that they're going to have to maybe trump that scoreline. Hey, Jamaica will be nervous, but hopefully excitedly nervous in anticipation. But Angus Eve and that Trinidad and Tobago team, they don't seem to fear, as in negatively, the Reggae Boys. I think they give them respect, due respect, and they will play hard. This could be a close game. I don't expect no run over business. I don't expect Jamaica to run over Trinidad because they are well organized. Talent-wise, listen, Jamaica on paper, more talented, more experience in terms of playing at high-level football, no doubt about it. But as we've seen, football is played on the green grass. I am looking for Jamaica to pick up a hard-earned victory. They've got the quality. Damari Gray, Leon Bailey, Antonio, Latibodere, Damon Lowe, Bobby Reed, John Russell, DJ. They need to take this victory. I don't want to see 2 points with one game against Kitts and Nevis to come. Jamaica to win the game, but it's not a gimme. I'm looking for performance.
Respect Rich Paul, I think already. Performance. That was the word from Rich Paul Sports. People, remember to like, subscribe, and share to the content. And always come on the show and communicate with the host and his guests on the show. I am happy that I could have this show today, people, and we could talk about our Jamaica beloved football and the Trinidad and Tobago fans that came on. Big up on yourself as well. It already. One love, but in the game we are at war. Yeah, man. Not going to be the one to say that we are going to score 7 and 8 goals, as I said before in earlier in the live earlier. What I will say is that if we get our shooting boots right, it's going to be danger. Unseen sports, one scene, and I'm saying I am going to be out of here in a few people. Out.